I've talked about this stuff on my secondary channel, in fact, and mostly because if you're unaware, if you're uninitiated, and I have a second channel where I keep everything, kind of low key, and I just discuss some things that I think are interesting. It doesn't really find its way to the main channel, unless, of course, there's something to build on, like we have right here, where we discuss health, fitness, nutrients, vitamins, and a whole bunch of other interesting stuff that I like. And then when I throw over to Rumble, we talk about certain things and their certain side effects. Don't need to get specific or anything like that. But in this type of a situation, there's a good crossover, because I also like to talk about, it's right there, it's the third thing. What do we got? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that one right there. Okay, right there where it tells you news, politics, and relationships. I like to talk about male and female nature, intersexual dynamics, and the way that men and women interact in today's day and age, instead of just rehashing all of the old, unless of course I'm doing a character after all, rehashing all of the old school, old order ideas that just don't work and haven't worked for the past 60 years that people continue to push. No, men just need to wife up these hoes, and that, there's no problem. We just need stronger men that are out there. It's not the women that are the problem at all whatsoever. And I do have sympathy for women that are out there, because there is a bunch of messaging that is out there, and knowing the way that they communicate and know the way that they generally resort to resolve any conflicts that are out there. They are the fairer sex for a reason. There's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. And then when you see stupid shit like this being pushed by asshole influencers, bro, this is dangerous. This is absolutely 100% dangerous. We've seen this stuff, like one of the earliest things that I can remember is thalidomide, right? Who's that marketed to? Pregnant women. Oh, you have any problems? You have morning sickness, you have nausea when it comes to that. Just go ahead and do that. Just don't mind that your kid is going to be an Olympic level swimmer. Or the little AIDS tablets. Oh, you guys remember that? Not for, like HIV or anything like that, but it's just an appetite suppressant. What could possibly go wrong? Now they're trying to tell you on one hand, body positivity, love your curves, girl, but then at the other, instead of just working out or anything like that, just stick yourself with needles and take these pills and you'll just be totally better. It's like, what just happened to going to the gym and being healthier that way? Or are we out of that? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, going to the gym is fat phobic. I think I've seen that, getting pushed somewhere, right? So here we have patient influencers are being paid by big pharma to mislead TikTok and Instagram followers about drugs like Wegovy, experts warn. Yeah, man, exactly, okay? Just take a look at that heffalump that's over there. She starts sticking herself with needles or taking these experimental diabetes pills, and then all of a sudden, the weight just falls right off of them. It's like, you know what else works? Just having a regular diet and going out for exercise, and you get all of those other unintended benefits off of the back of that as well. But if you want to learn more about that, got the second channel for that. Or if you're watching this over on Rumble, those videos go up at 6 o'clock every day, and I still got a back catalog of some old stuff that I'm putting over there anyway. So without further ado, so-called patient influencers are being paid by big pharmaceutical companies to make content that might mislead their TikTok and Instagram followers, experts warn. Isn't it funny? Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, all of those big corporations, once again, just meddling in the health and wellness of your average rank and file citizen. Who could have possibly seen that happen? With trust in pharmaceutical companies decreasing, well, in some populations, well, it was never very high to begin with some people, and then with others, they used to be, we don't like big pharma, until they could just push happy pills on them, and then it just made them an elevated class, because they could just go back into places. Just don't mind the enlarged heart, thanks to your complacence. Drug makers are cashing in on real patients turned social media influencers to spread the word about their products. This is fucking degenerate. An influx of posts on TikTok and Twitter has put drugs such as weight loss shots, Ozempic and Wegovy in the spotlight. Yeah, Ozempic is for diabetics. It's to manage blood sugar, I think. Not entirely sure. I'm not diabetic, but I know somebody who has a prescription for Ozempic. And Wegovy is just is that the pill version of that? I did a video on this not that long ago, but I think it was at the end of last year. But now you got this, she's getting hundreds of thousands of views on this Wegovy stuff. 39,000 on her first day, and then 500,000, just about 700,000 1.4 million, about a quarter million on the other one. Like, what the fuck is actually going on from a bunch of different accounts that's out there? The real bitch. Well, the real bitch would do some work, but no. It's just easy to take happy pills. Research from University of Colorado published this week in a Journal of Medical Internet Research found that patients who become social media influencers often offer prescription drug advice to their followers and have close links with drug makers. What the fuck? Aaron Willis, a lead study author and associate professor for advertising, public relations, and media design, said the practice raises ethical questions. Ms. Willis interviewed 26 patient influencers between March and April of 2022 with conditions including lupus, fibromyalgia, Parkinson's disease, asthma, AIDS, celiac disease, HIV is different, celiac disease, chronic migraines, and perimenopause. Okay, the majority were micro-influencers between 4,000 and 40,000 followers. Oh, if they're women on TikTok and Instagram, that's a drop in the bucket. There's a reason they go after those, because, that short-form content is absolute AIDS, which would get you a consultation from Aaron Willis. People are generally cheaper for advertisers to work with than celebrities with larger following. Yeah, exactly. Because they're just excited to get an endorsement from anybody. Yeah, because you see any chick, once they hit like a certain threshold, once they hit 5 digits on Instagram, all of them have a swimwear line or a leggings line where they make like 30 cents on every sale. Just click through my affiliate link and you can get these Chinese brand fucking Gymshark knockoff leggings. They're just so great and I love them. It's like, I'm an entrepreneur. No, you're just a chick who just manages to market her OnlyFans on Instagram. Like, just fuck off. More than half, 69% had collaborated with the pharmaceutical company in some way. What? I'm genuinely shocked by this. This is ridiculous. These include serving on advisory boards, speaking to physicians and researchers, or communicating with key audiences. Some 15% of the interviewees said they shared new release from pharmaceutical companies with their followers if the information was relevant. 12% read medical studies and shared the results simply with their online audience. Yeah, if you're on TikTok and you're reading a medical study, I'll press X to doubt. It's just going to be a summary. Oh, actually, I just take this drug and the fat melts off. See, look at the study that I just have in the background. It's great, guys. Trust me. I just don't mind the fact that my lips are starting to droop and that my eyes are going floopy in a couple of different videos. Disseminating this information has not prompted by sponsorships or payments from the drug company. Influencers said that they were doing it because they wanted to be credible to their followers. No, they just wanted to cash a check and then say that I get paid for my Instagram page. Just shut your fucking face. This is all just clout. And did they mention that this is all women? Because given the fact that, Instagram and TikTok are both heavily female leaning, I don't see any YouTube creators that are on here. And that's the only place I think, outside of like having to put a hashtag in an Instagram or a TikTok post, like there's little banners that show up above top if anything's paid. It has a paid advertisement that's in it on YouTube. Like they do. YouTube gets a lot of shit, justifiably so, for being a terrible, censorious platform. But they also do other things incredibly well. Like, they let you know if somebody's opinion is being bought and paid for. You got the little markers that are up top that stay there. Obviously, on mine, sponsors? The fuck are you talking about? Ain't nobody sponsoring this shit except for you guys with your eyeballs, and then also the other people that are out there with their generous support, which I thank every single one of you for. And that's why I don't get bought and paid by any of these fucking places. If I don't like something, I'm going to call it out. And if I do like something, I'm just going to tell you about it. Like on my second channel, I've talked about ad length at this point. I'm not getting paid by my second channel. The fuck, that thing is just a time sink. I just do it because I like it. I tell you about all of the different supplements that I take, okay? It's not that many, but most of them that I recommend are from Costco, for Christ's sakes. I take a look over there and I see about 1, 2, 3, 4 different bottles. 5 if I take a look at the other one, but 4 of them are directly the Kirkland brand, and then the rest of them I can get from Costco as well. I got a pretty extensive research that I've done over the past few years about which supplements I take, which ones I find beneficial to myself, and I found a pretty good core group, and I highly recommend them, and I go through and I break them down on the second channel as well as to what they do, and the dosage that you require, and how you can get them. And I just do that because I want to provide value, not because I want to feel like I'm involved in the process. You know what they're not telling you? They're not telling you the side effects of these things. They're not telling you that, hey, you can accomplish this exact same stuff without any of the side effects if you just get your ass to the gym, if you just go for a walk, if you put down the fork 9 of the 15 times that you're eating throughout the day. Okay, they're not telling you about intermittent fasting and how easy and affordable and beneficial that is to you overall. They probably never uttered the word autophagy. They probably just think that that's a topping that they can put on some pasta. That's right, I can have all the pasta that I want because I just stick myself with like 8 different injections every day and the weight just falls right off of me until you realize that, oops, I just thought that was just a big drop off at the toilet, but oops, there's one of my kidneys. And then if that doesn't work, well, just fuck it. We're just going to continue to push plastic surgery on everybody, right? I thought we were fucking past this at this point in time. I thought we were starting to transition because obviously, well, not like that, especially when we're talking about plastic surgery, but just pause and just wait for me to end the sentence here. But yes, it transitioned back to a point where, thin, attractive women were just kind of the norm. Like, you take a look at those old bags that are still in the fucking headlines right now, like all the Kardashian chicks. And now I guess we have the younger versions of that who are pushing 2 diametrically different body types. Okay, one is the failed standard of their elder sisters that are just perusing their way through the leftover Hollywood scene, and then the other one who is I don't fucking know. Is there 5 or 6 of them? I don't really care, man. Nothing of this is going to be terribly specific to them, other than the fact that every single time that, especially Daily Mail's terrible because they got the little bar that's on the side that you can see there, okay, and they're always just continuously pushing all of these older women, all of these women who are also getting surgery. Oh, they look better than ever, cutting a stylish figure, just burying it all in a plunging neckline. Meanwhile, they're like 50 years old, just lying forthright to women. Oh, you can just look wonderful if you have $100,000 to spend and put yourself under the knife. If you just want to stab yourself with a bunch of different experimental medication, oopsie daisy, we don't know what that's going to do long term, but love your new figure, girl. Aren't you great? And if you want to give up on that because your liver does, then, that's all right. Love your curves, girl. You didn't do anything wrong. You'll find a man that'll just love you for you, instead of just doing something and just pushing a lifestyle that is just far more healthy, but there's no benefit and there's no money to gain from telling people to go exercise and eat right. Because when was the last time that you heard a marketing campaign for fucking lettuce? One of Australia's top cosmetic surgeons has revealed how Kylie and Kendall Jenner have influenced young women down under to pursue 2 very different looks. Dr. Tavakoli, I'll go with that, said that while plastic surgery has seen many trends come and go over the years, the most popular aesthetics these days can be categorized as the Kendall look, all right, is that no dick? And the Kylie look. Honestly, my brains would be all over the roof if somebody put a gun to my head and said, okay, which one's Kylie, which one's Kendall? I don't fucking know. All I know is, isn't one fucking Travis Scott and is actually doing a pretty decent job at being a would-be wife? Like, she's really trying to earn that ring. Big ups to her. I don't know which one that is, though. I think it's Kylie. I'm not entirely sure. Speaking to renowned cosmetic nurse, a nurse? Alex Pike on her upcoming podcast, Dr. Tavakoli explained how the Jenner sisters, what a fuck. Oh my god, could you just imagine? You have three of them, 3 of the biggest hoes over the past 20 years as your older sister, and as a Jenner, your father is now your mother's kind of who killed a guy by running him over. Like, it's a surprise everybody's still alive in that family, and I don't mean that jokingly too much. He noted his clients are both heavily influenced by Kylie, 25, and Kendall, 27, while those hoping for a more natural look, referencing Kendall during consultations. Words, okay. While women wanting more show-stopping curves look to Kylie for inspiration. Why? Okay, listen. All right. Why you're looking to celebrities, especially given the fact that they've all become so public over the past couple of decades, why are you looking to celebrities for inspiration? This shit is atrocious. Especially these ones. But to be fair, these two sisters, I don't know much about. All I know is the other ones, ruined a sixth man in the NBA's career. That motherfucker got hooked on crack cocaine to get away from that, giant bitch. And the other one's famous for having her box eaten on film. And isn't the other one fucking the Blink 182 drummer? Long story short, when it comes to female role models, and that's another reason why I wanted to do this video, there aren't any. When it comes to high-level women in the cultural zeitgeist, if you will, who's a good female role model? Like, okay, I might see one right there, okay? Kate Middleton. Maybe, kind of, like, she seems pretty cool. She's pretty low-key when it comes to that stuff. She's a big supporter. Whenever you see a picture of her with, I forget, Harry? Is it Harry? I don't know celebrity shit like this, okay? The only time that I talk about it is in the confines of doing these videos. I think it's Prince Harry, right? But yeah. Or William. It's William. Harry's the cuck. My mistake. Harry and Meghan, right? Harry and Meghan. Yeah, he's the cuck. William's the good one. Yes, and she would know. I don't care. But she loves him. She loves being a mother. That's a good role model. That's a good role model in my opinion, because 40% of kids in today's day and age are born to a single mother. 50% of divorces fail, end in divorce. 80% of the time it's initiated by the woman. 90% if she has a bachelor's degree. And then that's only compounded by other single friends as well. We'd be here all day if we were to parse out all of the numbers. But a good strong relationship, okay, and then for somebody coming up, a girl coming up to look at somebody as a role model, chances are they come from a broken home. Chances are their friends come from broken homes, and what do they have to look up to when they see women in the headlines? Like, take a look at Female Today. I don't know who this old bag is, but, old. Is that... I don't know who that is, okay? But she's being sexualized, and then you got the fucking quintessential whore right there, and then you got Adele, who throws a fit, and I could make the funniest joke imaginable, but let's just say her favorite show from the 80s was Knight Rider. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Like, she seems fine, even though the fact that she lost a bunch of weight and then dumped her man, that's kind of funny. But Meghan Markle, don't make me laugh. Condescending whore. Taylor Swift, okay, she has a body count that reads like a Chinese phone book. And I don't know the other big influencers that are out there, but they're all just, if you're on TikTok, well, you got TikGot. Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Like, do I even need to run down the rest of the list on top of those Kardashian broads? Like, bruh, there's nobody that's out there. At least the dudes, even though you're ridiculed and you're lambasted, and if you speak out about it on social media, you're shadow banned to hell and back. At least guys in today's day and age have the Andrew Tate types. At least they have that. For women, well, you could take the advice of Andrew Tate. It's pretty fucking decent stuff, and it's kind of universal across both, because he talks an awful lot about how good feminine women, good reliable women, good loyal women will be taken care of and provided for. But no. The rest of these women, they're just out here telling you that you need to go out there and you need to get the bag. You're a strong, independent boss bitch, and that, hey man, if you don't like the quality of men that you have, all you need to do is just maximize your sexuality by going under the knife or taking a bunch of experimental drugs. Interesting messaging that you have there, but I guess, I don't know, do we want to look at titties here for a hot second? Okay, I guess. Okay, so are these the ones that we're looking at? Like, okay, they're wearing dryer lint, like, I don't know, and throwing up gang signs. It's like, yes, we know you fuck black guys, but whatever. We have a very large demographic of Kendall versus Kyle. Okay, okay. Europe versus America, he said, and that's basically because Kendall is very Parisian. Her looks and her features and her breast augmentation is very natural. Sorry, what? Breast augmentation is very natural. Okay, most likely 220 cc's to 230 cc's, okay? And then her sister is all about the Miami look. Oh boy, she's the 304. That's all about curves and the accentuation of curves. The better the better the surgery is, okay? Neither Kendall nor Kylie has admitted to having plastic surgery except for fillers. Yeah, of course. Like, you definitely, I don't know, they don't even look like the same person, okay? even though they're sisters within a couple of years. But does it really matter? Because those are apparent role models, I guess. Those are the styles that, you know, women are looking for. It's like, okay, cool. When you, I don't know, maybe I'm an old man at this point in time. When you get to be at a certain age, it's like, yeah, they're both attractive, but how are they going to make my life better? I spend 10 to 15 hours a day working, okay? How are you going to make my life more easy that I want to spend time with you? I could give a fuck what you look like. I've seen a fair share of small titties, big titties, medium titties, all the titties. Fat ass, small ass, flat ass, round ass. They're all great. They're wonderful, fantastic. And for a vast majority of them, pussy is pussy at the end of the day. But what are you going to do outside of the confines of the bedroom? What are you going to do outside of the confines of staring at a fucking mirror? Sure, you look great when we go out, but what the fuck else are you going to do? That's nothing. They don't want to talk about that at all whatsoever. It's just all about how can you spend some money? How can you take the easy way out? How can we push? It's all about your individuality. You go, girl, but then at the same time, maximize your looks and your sexuality so that you can put yourself in the room with those high value men that you don't want to have cheat on you, but then at the same time that you want those high value men because your looks got you to a certain stage, because you opened up an OnlyFans that you make $100,000 a year, but then that's only like 5% of the population, so that you just kind of price yourself out of the age range that you're mentally capable of withstanding and supporting yourself on. It's damaging, man. It's damaging, but there's no going back. All there is at this point in time is understanding it. And if these are two of the girls, if these are the ideals of modern femininity, let's get a more close-up picture. Which one would I prefer? If a gun to my head, probably the one on the left. Is that Kyle? I don't know. Go with Kyle. Sure. But in a society that, like it or not, just continues to elevate and pedestalize women, if you don't give them the cold hard truth that you're gonna have to provide more than just an ass you can bounce a quarter off of, if it's not something that you can sell a quick easy solution to, man, they ain't gonna push it, and they don't even want to hear it. And if it can't come in a 30-second sound clip, well, they definitely don't want to hear it. So yeah, so learn the game, learn how to play within it, because there's no fighting human nature. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.